Hi everyone and welcome back to Ben's Kitchen, where today I'm making, you guessed it, apple pie. So here we have some Ida Red apples, some Golden Delicious apples, and some Brayburn. The Ida Reds are, and by new it means I've never actually baked with them, but they're supposedly supposed to be good for baking. Brayburn and Golden Delicious are two of my kind of classics that I use. I usually do a mix of Gala, Brayburn, and Golden Delicious. But the apple pie for today is going to be a little different. It's going to have two ingredients in it that I don't normally use, and I've never made it, and so I'm hoping it's turning out well. It's going to turn out well, but I'm excited, and I will show you those two kind of fun ingredients. So here we have crystallized ginger and an entire lemongrass. It's very long. Can't make it in the whole shot. So yeah, I'm going to add those two in. It's going to be like a candied ginger lemongrass apple pie. It's going to be And then I'll be using this flour in the crust, so it's going to be a rye flour crust, not fully, some all-purpose as well. And also the crust will have powdered ginger in it, just to make sure that that flavor comes through. I'm really excited to make this apple pie. I've never made something like this. So I'm going to peel, core, and chop these apples, and once that's all done, I'll show you the next steps. It'll take a little bit though, and I'm saving the peels and cores to make something with them. I'm not sure yet. Maybe like apple jam or apple jelly. So all of the apples are now peeled. I was going to make a joke about how they're all the same on the inside, but they actually do look a little different. So, oh well, for that metaphor. But anyways, here are the peels that I'm keeping, and I'm going to freeze them and put them in smoothie. So here we are. The apples are all cut up, and this is what I'm going to be adding. So this is the chopped crystallized ginger. It's about a quarter cup, and this is one lemongrass that I've finely minced. And then this is sugar, salt, and spice. So these will all be added in. That just has a little bit of ginger and an even littler bit of cinnamon because I don't want it to overpower, but I still want it to taste like apple pie. So I'm going to mix all of these together, and then I'm going to let it sit for a few hours so that the juices come out. So everything is now added in, and I'm just going to mix this up with my clean hands. Yay! So basically, if I had a pie tin ready with the crust and all this, I could already bake this up, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to really let the juices come out of this so that I can reduce those down and concentrate. And by reducing it down, it'll concentrate the flavor, and it'll make it a little bit tighter textured, so like it won't be as soggy. And then this will give me time to make the pie crust and stuff, which I'll do in a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. So now I'm going to make the ginger rye crust. So in here I have rye flour, all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, and powdered ginger, and a little bit of cinnamon, and then butter. And so I'm going to grind this. And so basically I'm going to be using this pastry cutter, and I'm going to cut the butter into it until the largest pieces are about the size of peas. And then I'm going to add in some egg, which is something I haven't done before, and some cold water. So now the butter is all cut in, and as you can see, it's like very coarse. I can do that. And now I'm going to add in 6 tablespoons of beaten egg, and then I'm going to mix that in, and then I'm going to add in some water until it forms a mass. So now the egg is in there, and now I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm going to add in the water. I'll show you once I've finished making it, because this kind of has to go fast. All right, thanks. So here are the two, one for the bottom crust, obviously, and the other one for the lettuce top I'm going to do. And so these will just chill in the fridge for around an hour, and they will fully hydrate. As you can see, it's a little dry, and that's what you want when you make dough like this. So while the crust is resting in the fridge and hydrating, I'm going to start making some lemongrass brown butter, which I'm going to brush on the inside of the pie crust. It's busy bubbling away. So once this butter browns, I will just take it off the heat, and I'll let the lemongrass that's in it infuse. And this is just going to go into the bottom of the crust, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge so it solidifies, and then I'm going to put the apples on it and bake. So as you can see right there, the butter is now browned, so now I've taken off the heat. I'm just going to let it rest until I need to use it. So now I'm going to drain these apples into this and just let them drain for a little bit, and then the juices that's from that, I'm going to reduce that down by half and then put it back in the apples and add some thickeners like cornstarch. Alright, so this is the stuff we have left, and so I'm going to pour it in here. And then I'm going to reduce this by about half. Yay! So now this is off to a boil, and now we just wait until it reduces. If we come over here, I have added in about 3.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Maybe like 3.25 tablespoons. It doesn't really matter. And that will thicken up the pie. So as you can see, it has reduced down quite a bit, and it's actually kind of syrupy now. So I think I'm just going to let this go just for a tiny bit more, and then I'm going to put it into the apples. I'll show you when I do that. Thanks for watching. It smells. So here we are. I'm going to take that off and just pour it in. Try to get equally. There we go. All right. Just going to mix this up now. So I have here one of the pieces of the dough, and I have it placed between 2 pieces of parchment paper, and now I'm going to roll it out and so that it will fit in the 9-inch pie tin that I have. It's not actually made of tin, obviously. I prefer glass tins for it. So I've now rolled it out, and as you can see, it's kind of cool to have this dark dough because you can actually see where all the butter is. That's partly what makes it flaky. So now I'm just going to transfer this into the tin right there. Alright, so that's in there, and so now I'm just going to do some of the butter. And make sure not to do too much. And yeah, and I'm going to put this in the fridge so the butter solidifies. Thank you for watching. So while that is chilling, I'm going to roll out the second piece here, as you can see. And I'm going to cut this into strips for the lattice. So now that's done, and now I'm going to put in the apples. So here it is, and it's a bit, how do you say, rustic? Yeah, it's ugly, and that's okay. It's what's on the inside that counts. See, I got the metaphor that I didn't get earlier. So I'm kind of hoping that magically when this bakes, it'll become pretty. I don't think that's what's going to happen. But now I'm going to brush it with this egg wash, and I'm going to sprinkle some sugar on top. And that'll make it look really pretty when it bakes. Well, I don't know if really pretty, but it'll make it look prettier and taste good. Alright, so this is ready now to go into the oven. I've put the egg wash on, and I put some sugar, and I sprinkled it on top. And so yeah, this will go in a 425 oven for like 25 minutes, and then I'll lower it down until it's done baking. Yay! Alright, it's done. So I'm going to take it out and put it up here, and then I'll show you once it's more like up close. Wow, that is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Alright, there it is. The pie is done. Just a reminder, this is a lemongrass and candied ginger apple pie with a rye ginger crust. Wow, that looks actually kind of... Unfortunately, I can't eat it tonight. I have to wait like 2 hours before I have to cut into it, or else it'll just go everywhere, which is really disappointing. But oh well. Thanks for watching this episode of Ben's Kitchen. I'll probably make an apple thing for the next one, because I still have a lot of apples from the Portland Apple Fest. Alright. Bye.